Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Thursday, it's September the 6th, 2012. We'll be looking at Caterpillar Incorporated, ticker symbols CAT or C-A-T. It's right there. You should already have that memorized. And you're looking at this chart here. I'm going to show you right quick what you've got. A little move going like this in a downtrend for a while. You want to always take note of your high points when you're in a downtrend. The downtrend will remain intact until you break out above a previous high. So in this case here, you had a high point here, a lower high. As long as that continues to be the case, you're still in a downtrend. Then you could have done this different ways to analyze it, but let's just say that this right here is the high point that we want to see taken out, and it gets taken out over here. So it continues to move to the upside a little bit here. But we had never actually tested the low point down here. Well, now we've got a nice pullback here that's actually considered our test of the low. That means many different things. Number one, in this major pullback here, you want to be looking for a buy opportunity. Here you got a hammer candlestick formation. I could have marked this one here. But in this particular case, you can see that the next day didn't give you a higher high. And that's always the standard rule. You get a hammer candlestick formation. You don't want to buy it until you get a reversal the following day, meaning that you get a higher high point than you saw in the previous and a higher low point. You get that benefit there. It gets that much more credibility to the reversal. Here you didn't see that, so it just continues to fall, and you would just of course leave it alone. Here you get another hammer candlestick formation. What happens the next day? Higher high, higher low than the previous candlestick. This is everything that you want to see right here. There's many different ways to draw this out, and I'll talk about it in more detail, but right now let me just tell you I would be a buyer of this situation here at the close or lower with a stop set off the 81.78 low. So my stop would be 81.77, and then as we continue to move higher and test this previous high, I would then advance my stop loss limit to lock in a minimum gain, and if you continue to move higher, great, I'd stay with it, but I always want to lock in a minimum gain. Also, you'll notice in this particular case here, this was previous resistance here, here, a little bit here. So basically this resistance here is no longer there because you broke out above it, meaning you closed a candlestick above that point. So don't worry about that when you start moving up toward this direction. This isn't real resistance anymore. You want to be looking at this resistance point up here. This is actual resistance. You actually come up here, hit it, and bounced off. Now we want to see what we do when we get there again. One more thing to note in this overall trend, it is an uptrend. You got a low point here, comes up here. You got, let's see, do it this way. Let me clean that up. La la la. Okay, get this low point, high point, lower low, higher high. In this scenario here, you have this trend going on. You got a series of higher highs and lower lows. In that case, all you're telling yourself is look for this guy to move sideways. When this pullback here, we now have a series of higher lows, higher highs. That means the trend is now shifted from a downtrend to an uptrend. So now you know which direction to trade in. Trade in the direction of the trend, trend to your friend, etc., etc. You know the whole story, right? Okay. If you've not been to our free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free, and you're probably feeling kind of silly because you just missed a whole bunch of really good calls. And now the jig is up. Everybody knows which direction to trade in, so now it's a matter of getting on board before it gets overbought, which you have a little bit of time to do before that happens. But in any event, if you've not been to the free website, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. And the easiest way to do that, share our videos online. God bless, take care, and I'll see you in tonight's market analysis video. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.